episode of this Gridiron in. As always, I got my bros in here, Keith and G. What's going on, man? Y'all doing all right today?
What's going on? Chilling,
How y'all
chilling.
day going?
Yep, good and you. Can't
Shit,
complain.
it's cooling, man. It's cooling.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, it's cooling. I ain't got to work tomorrow. I got to work, but I
Facts.
don't.
Yeah.
'Cause I gotta. I don't know. I brought my computer home. I'm trying to decide. I don't think the kids gonna
They
let me
ain't
take it
gotta
home.
work. They won't.
You do?
No,
I'm
I'm
off
off.
tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just take off. I ain't gonna be able to do it with the kids.
There you go.
But anyways, man, we got a full show here, man. We're gonna start off as always with the top story, whatever happened. So normally we start off with the game that happened, the previous night, but this time we're gonna start off with these damn firings that done happened. Ron Rivera and Arthur Smith. And
Mm-hmm.
G Keys, I mean, we kind of already been kind of saying that Arthur Smith was gonna be fired. We already knew that. And after yesterday, I mean, that was just another ridiculous game. I mean, I just don't
And
understand
they
what
was
Atlanta
up.
like. They
They was
not
up
even that,
at one point.
not even that though. It's like just this year as a whole. Like the fact that
Oh yeah, for
they
sure.
actually was in the race to kind of at the top before us to win the NFC South. They
Mm-hmm.
messed around and went to
Mm-hmm.
Carolina and lost. Well, they lost to us first. Then they went to Carolina and lost.
And then lost to the Saints.
Fact, you
Got-
feel what I'm saying? It was just a straight downfall. But so that was kind of expected. I mean, I guess we could say the same for Ron Rivera. It was expected, but I guess for me, man, because Arthur Smith, I feel like he kind of didn't really know for sure if he was gonna get fired. But
Mhm.
but Ron, like, I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, when he was coaching yesterday, like how would I feel if I was coaching a team knowing that I was getting fired no matter what happened? Like, I'm literally sitting here as a lame duck coach, like, and it's like, but at the end of the day, you still got to coach. You still got to, finish out whatever it was that you did. But
Yeah, be
once
a
again,
professional.
man, I mean, yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. Like to me, I was saying last night, when I was sitting up, thinking about it, I was like, man, if that was me, I'm going for it on all the fourth downs, everything. I'm
Boy,
aggressive the whole
going
game. I ain't
all
even
out
like I ain't got nothing to lose at this point.
at all.
But like G say though, man, you gotta be professional about it. And plus too, man, you gotta think about the upcoming jobs that you hope that you can get.
Yeah.
So but what y'all thought about that? What y'all thought about, those firings? I mean, I know they was expected, but who y'all think they gonna what's some candidates y'all feel like they gonna bring in or whatever? I'll start with you, Keith.
So first and foremost, I knew he was getting fired when he got hired. Cause as soon as they nah for real, cause I think he was a transition coach, like a stopgap coach. Once they brought in Eric Bieniemy to be their OC, I thought he was gonna be next in line. You know what I'm saying, to take over that job for Ron Rivera. But I already knew he was gonna be fired. Ron Rivera is not a relevant coach anymore. He hasn't done nothing relevant since Carolina, and his resume not really that great to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's like right now it's a new regime of coaches. Like everybody getting younger with coaches. They not getting these old coaches no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not the recycle bin that we're used to. Another coach just go to another team. It ain't that no more. So do I think he'll get another job? Probably not. Unless it's like
Not a head
unless it's like
coach,
a
at least.
consultant. Yeah, like a consultant or like a assistant
Coordinator
or something like
position.
that. But it ain't gonna be a head
Coordinator.
coaching job.
Yeah.
He ain't getting one of them. And on top of that, like you said, shoot, if it was me, bro, I'm going all out. Look, I'd have messed around and started winning games. They would have hated me, bro. I would have messed up our draft stock, everything, bro. Like they would have hated me, dog. Couldn't have been me,
Man,
boy.
listen,
What you
I'm
think, G?
telling you.
Go ahead. What
So
you
you, G?
saying?
No, I said, what you
Now,
think, G?
Okay. Well, first thing I say is let's talk about Jameis Winston and that decision to not even kneel the ball and just ran up the score. That was hilarious
Lord,
to me. And
since you bring that up,
what do you
that
expect of
was,
him?
bro. first of all, y'all saw the press conferences of them of
Yeah.
Jameis Winston, what his explanation, and then Dennis Allen his explanation.
No, I ain't seen James. I seen Dennis Allen on though.
Bro, Dennis Allen tells the media he apologized.
Yeah.
They should have, they was in victory formation. They shouldn't have did that.
Right.
Jameis come out and say, I apologize to Dennis Allen. Basically, we overruled as a team. We decided that we know what Jamal Williams mean to us and to this team, so we finna get him that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Who the hell runs the team?
Exactly.
The coach of the damn
That's
team.
not,
And then it's not your start. This not even your starter.
no.
This is your backup.
And that's how you know
That's why he in Tampa right now.
dysfunction
That's
shows.
exactly why he in Tampa right now.
You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, you see,
Well-
Shannon Sharp said he would have been cut today.
He would have been gone. He would have been
He
fired.
would have been cut.
But
But
G,
that
go ahead and
just tell
finish
you
what you were
Dennis
saying. I
Allen-
know we done jumped in.
That just tell you Dennis Allen has no control over his team, so he's probably on the chopping block next. But he'll probably make
James.
another year. Well, Jameis is just Jameis. So, but as Smith goes, I can only say, knowing a bunch of Falcons fans and knowing a bunch of fantasy owners, they were ecstatic. They were popping bottles and everything last
course.
night, like they were the
Of course.
72 Dolphins. So, and the problem with that is, I mean, Smith is an offensive coach, so he was brought in to pretty much beef up this offense, in which you can say he did because he drafted Pitts, London, and Robinson, but he refused to do anything at quarterback. So,
Not
how-
only that,
I mean,
he
how
refused
can
to
you-
use his best players.
I mean,
Can't get him the ball.
I don't know what, if he's an offensive genius that, like, he made the Tennessee offense what it was. I don't see how he came to Atlanta and had those three pieces and just, like, they didn't do anything on offense.
And the biggest thing to me was the fact, G, that he ran the hell out of Derrick Henry.
That's what I was about to say, bro. For him to be look, think about it though. For him to be considered a genius, though, all you doing is handing the ball off to Derrick Henry. That ain't pretty genius-like to me. That ain't nothing. And for you to have two running backs back there who capable of carrying the load, and you not even giving them the ball,
Yeah.
what that
I
tell
mean,
you? Like,
he made Tannehill look pretty decent. I'll give him that.
I was just about to say
Tannehill
that.
looked decent
I was
in
just
those
going to say
years,
that.
but I mean, it was because of the play action. I mean, everyone was scared of
Yeah.
Henry,
Derrick
so
Henry
they
running
brought.
for 100
Yeah,
yards.
so the
Had
play
A.J.
action
Brown.
was easy. But I mean, even yet still, you got a generational talent in Bijan Robinson and what they call in Pitts, and London is no slouch.
And Pitts.
So I can't see why you cannot produce plays to get done the ball more often. But I digress.
And your
So
defense good.
I would say the only thing for Atlanta is I hear the rumblings are that, we know Arthur Blank. He's kind of like Jerry Jones light. So he's going to try to make some kind of splash. But to me, as knowing all the Falcons fans I know, that city needs a black coach. So if I were them, I would go after Bieniemy or someone like D'Amico Ryans. So that would be my first call. But I mean, I know Arthur Blank. He's not like one of those, he's not one of those those owners who's just gonna go for what's good for the people or good for the community. He wants to make the splash. He wants to be seen and doing, he does the radio station
Interviews
commercials
and stuff like that.
Yeah, he does
Yeah.
all of that. So we don't know what's gonna happen with that. So, but that would be who I would hire for him. Now Rivera, I would say with him, he knew he was getting fired only because they brought in new ownership and they brought in Bieniemy, like he said. And to be honest, he was nothing without what Cam Newton did for him in Carolina. I mean, you can't look at anything he's done in his coaching career and see that he's done anything outside of that 1 year in Carolina when they made the Super Bowl. So I don't know what to say for him and stuff. I hear he's a good guy, but that's not gonna cut it in today's NFL, especially when you got a new ownership group looking to come in. And what they did just like Denver did last year. Get rid of your
G, let
coach,
me
get
ask
rid
you
of your
this,
GM. Mm-hmm.
and not to cut you off, but let me ask you this: what you feel about them going out and having Bob Myers as the consultant, like to go out and be the one to hire somebody that's in the basketball world. I mean, I guess he was an agent too, but I don't know if he had football players.
So
Hmm.
that's what
I
I'm
think
gonna
I don't
say.
know if it was just
How
basketball,
good is Bob Myers really though? Other than
right?
the fact that he had a he had a great team. I mean, you got Steph, Clay, Draymond, and then you brought in KD. That's not a big GM
But
move. That's not like you sitting there like we need to put these pieces together to make this team. It's just those are the pieces that were available. So
Yeah.
go ahead with your point though.
as far like Bob, I think he was a damn good basketball GM. And the only reason I say that is because when he was there with the Warriors, the only person he
Mm-hmm.
had at that time was Steph. He drafted Clay and
He
Draymond,
got
and
yep.
he did all of that. He constructed it. He kept signing them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he constructed a great team. But again, that was basketball. I don't know how much
That's my point though.
I don't know how much that could relate to
How that
the football
translate?
world. Exactly.
and
So
it probably it does probably in a slight way, but it's because the construct of a football team is you need 11 people on one side and 11 people on the other side, whereas in basketball you're
Saying
just talking about getting 12 people who can play
exactly.
with
both.
five
Right.
people on the court who can play together.
Right.
Right.
And like I said, once you had that nucleus put together, and you can give him credit for putting the nucleus together, but I mean, how hard was it to say, KD, hey, come to our team and let's win some championships? So I mean,
Right.
can
I'm
you
with you
do
on
that?
that.
It's
I'm with you on that.
Can you do that in
With you on
football?
that.
And go ahead, Keith. You got it.
especially when you drop. I ain't mean to cut you out. Especially when you drop the best shooter in the world, it make it easy for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you ain't got to do too much to put too many pieces around that type of team. But like Mark was saying, I don't know how that translates to football at all because it seemed like
He
his
also
job a
kept them
little more
together though.
easier.
He also kept them together
Yeah.
in an era where
So
a
you
lot of
chilling?
people was trying to go to other teams because they felt like
Ex-
they couldn't win with who they was with. The Warriors literally
exactly.
came up
So
together.
imagine that. Imagine that. You lock them in for the next 5 years. You know, you chilling for the next 5 years. Well, nowadays in the NFL, you could sign for 5 years today and
Yeah,
be
I'm
fired
with
the
you.
next year tomorrow.
Yep,
You feel
I'm
me?
with you on
Like
that. Yeah,
so,
yeah.
it was an easier job for him. I don't know how I relate to football, but as far as like on the Commander side, I heard that they got three candidates right now. They looking at Detroit, OC and DC. And they looking at Raheem Morris from the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Remember when
Mhm.
he was coaching in Miami?
Yeah.
So they looking for a black coach, at least. But I don't know if either one of them gonna be good enough. Maybe our OC because he a top candidate, but he getting offers from everywhere. But other than that, I don't see the Commanders competing in that division for a long time. So
Yeah, especially giving away all your players.
right,
But what y'all think about Bill? Bill Belichick, y'all think he gone? Cause he done came out and said he don't mind giving up some of them duties that he do.
honestly, I just hope they just done with him. Like it need to be a whole new era in New England, bro. Like they just need to start fresh, clean house, get rid of everybody he done overpaid because he done overpaid tight ends over there and everything. Like just clean house and start over, bro. Y'all got a nice top 5, top 10 draft pick this year. Like go get you a real good
They have the
quarterback and
third overall pick.
Third pick.
okay,
Yeah.
third pick. Go get you a nice quarterback. You feel me? And just build from there. Like fire him and start fresh, bro. Like at this point, but I hope he don't come back because again, you got the third pick. You struggling at quarterback. If y'all drop the quarterback, you really want Bill Belichick to be your head coach, coaching him again. You seen what happened to the last dude. You know what I'm saying? That ain't work out. So if it was me, he gone. But I don't know him and Robert Kraft. Y'all
Listen,
know
listen, look, and this is for both of y'all. If y'all was Robert Kraft, man, just hear me out. This man done as much as this man done did for y'all. And this is one of the reasons why I'm gonna tear your ass up on this Brady and Mahomes debate. Okay, but as much as Belichick, as much success as he's brought to that team, um, obviously we know all of it was with Brady, most majority of it. Outside of Brady, he ain't did nothing at all. He ain't did nothing with Cleveland. And when he was with the Jets, I mean, he was only with there for a day, I think. I don't even think he even coached. I think that's why they ended up giving him a first round pick to get him, the New England.
Mm-hmm.
But um, his success really came when Brady got on that team and took off. I mean, it wasn't even with Drew Bledsoe, their actual
Mm-hmm.
starter. So my question to y'all though is, of all of that, we know he's a great coach. Like I don't think nobody can dispute that. I don't think nobody will argue with that. So what would y'all do if y'all was Robert Kraft and y'all was in this position right now? What would y'all do? Would y'all just flat out fire him? Or, and of course, it probably won't be a firing. It will probably be something like we've mutually parted ways. It's not going to be a firing. So something like that. Or would y'all just be like, hey, listen, we just going to take some of that power away from you. Not even the power, just take some of the responsibility away from you so that you could just focus on what you need to focus on. You've never been a great team builder, ever, ever. So focus on coaching, overseeing the coaching. What would y'all do though? Would y'all take one of those routes, or would y'all just be like, it's just time to move on?
I know. Thank
Real
you for your
talk,
service.
just
It's
like
a
that.
business, bro. It's a
He said
business.
it's a business.
Bro, it's a business, dog. This is why you don't go into business with your friends and stuff. Like, I understand they built the relationship over the 20 years they've been working together, but, bro, for the betterment of the team, get the man out of there, bro. He got old coaching ways. This is a new look. He is, what, 70 something years old?
Hmm.
His rookie's going to be like 18, 19. They ain't going to respect this man because he can't relate to them at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need you a younger coach who going to be probably a player's coach more than a coach because he run his ship like a military. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't like that, so they ain't gonna adhere to that. Go ahead, get you a young coach and move on. But go ahead, G. I'm gonna let you talk.
Yeah, go ahead, G. What you got to say?
I mean, my thoughts are this: if you are the Patriots, you either try to trade him because you know someone's going to pick him up. I mean, it's like I just told you, Arthur Blank is sitting there and waiting to grab whoever he can to make a splash to make his team look like they won the headlines or whatever. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to keep him and you amicably can't come to a decision to just let him coach out the rest of this contract that he has and give up the GM duties, I would just try to trade him. If you can't trade him, then like you said, you just part ways and say, hey, we couldn't see eye to eye. We're gonna let Bill, do whatever he wants to do as far as going forward with his own future and whatnot. But I mean, I think I look at it the same way the Eagles had to get rid of Andy Reid. I mean, it just at some point it just come to a
Yeah.
head that maybe it's time
Yeah.
to go our separate ways and just see what's next for us. And I mean, you see what happened to Andy. He found his footing somewhere else. So who knows?
And, and you gotta think about it like this, bro. If they let him go and that job open up, you know how many candidates gonna rush to New England to try to fill that job? Because if you think about it from a coach perspective, if you get in good with Robert Kraft, you know you locked in for at least 20 years, man. Like,
I don't care about that. That
bruh,
That's
is
some
New
hard shoes
England
to
is the
follow,
most
though.
boringest place. It,
it is. But if you looking
no,
for
listen,
financial stability, bruh, if you ain't trying to
listen.
be going from coach to, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I don't want to be the person that come after the great. I want to
That's
be
what
the
I was
person
gonna
that come
think.
after the person that came after the great. Okay, I ain't Baker Mayfield.
Look,
He listen. He filled some very, very, very big shoes for us this year. Okay, he ain't take us to no Super Bowl, but he did well enough to at least bring us to the playoffs. We wasn't in purgatory. We wasn't garbage. So in his case, he got lucky.
okay, so what if you win it? What if he win it all? He
Then
not.
great.
But what if?
Then great.
But I'm saying he came after the great and did the same thing the great did.
But
All I'm
can I say
saying is
something?
that's less likely because you're gonna be judged. So everybody gonna be thinking about the person that just left. So
Yeah.
if you don't do what that person did, or at least close to it, like bro, it's you, bro.
So
That's all that matter
can
Bro,
I
if you
say
believe in
something then for
yourself.
that then? Can I say something
Go
for
ahead,
that?
G.
So Baker Mayfield came behind the great one, right?
go Bucks.
And did exactly what that person did last year. So what
See,
does
he
that
playing that
say
bull.
about
See, he on
the
that bull.
what does that say about the great? Oh, never mind. That's for the
He had something to
summertime.
say,
He
I'm
trying to
dog.
be
sorry,
funny. He
podcast.
trying to be
This for the
funny.
summertime. Okay, we can move
I
on.
knew he
This for the
had
off
something to say,
season.
bro.
Shots fired. He trying to be funny.
No way.
He
So
trying to be
what you
funny.
saying is, so what
But
you
but he
saying
skipped
is,
over. He skipped over the fact that the man took us to the Super Bowl in the first year.
But what he
so
The
was
what you
first
saying?
saying
year.
is, Brady rode the Bucks coattail, not the
No, this
Bucks
is first
rode
year.
Brady coattail. That's what you're saying.
That's what it sounds
Huh?
like. He's good. God
What?
about it.
What he
He's
said?
saying the Bucks carried Brady to the Super
Carry
Bowl, not
Brady.
Brady carrying the Bucks to the Super Bowl.
So
That's what
why?
he's saying.
So why the Bucks didn't carry Jameis Winston to the Super Bowl?
Because you can't go 30 for 30. That's why.
Oh, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
You
Okay.
That's
can't
what
go
I
30
thought.
for 30.
Okay.
That's what I
I
thought.
feel you. Yeah, you can't go 30
Well,
for 30.
but to be fair, our defense was great for years before Brady got there. So
Mm-hmm.
not only did it wasn't just the 30 for 30 that he did the year before that. It was the 5 years that we had of footage that he just did nothing.
Him and
So at what
Fitzpatrick.
You see the look on my face.
don't try to go, bro. Don't try to go.
We'll talk about this
The
I'm gonna get
GOAT
later.
my.
was the only listen, you could have put any quarterback on our team, and I promise you, we wouldn't have went to the Super Bowl. We
I
would not have
promise
went
y'all
to the
with
Super Bowl,
that.
bro.
Drew Brees
I
could
Bro,
ain't
have
gonna
won
I'm
that
hold
telling
you.
you,
Super
I
we
used to
Bowl.
wouldn't have.
preach that though.
We
Drew
would
I used
not
to
Brees could
preach
have won the
have.
that
Super
for real.
Bowl.
That's cap. The
Drew
man couldn't
Brees
even
could
throw
have
the
won the Super
ball
Bowl.
when we
You're right,
played
he
him.
couldn't. I know. That's
So
what
how
I'm
was he gonna
saying.
take us to the Super Bowl?
Because what did the defense do against Kansas City in the Super Bowl?
Tore that ass
Exactly.
up. That's what we did.
Exactly. It didn't take Brady because Brady wasn't doing anything.
No, you're wrong. You forgot about what took us to get there. We had to go through Drew Brees. We had to go through Aaron Rodgers. Come
We
on.
did.
And Aaron
But
Rodgers,
it
that
wasn't
game wasn't Brady didn't play great in that game. He threw a pick
the
and all.
defense did. The defense played.
All right.
You making my point.
Exactly.
Thank you. You
No,
making
I'm
my
not making your
point.
point. I'm not. I'm telling you, just like our defense was great, we still needed somebody to quarterback that position the right way.
You could have had Drew
No,
Brees doing that.
Jameis wasn't doing it.
Philip
Let me say
Huh?
Rivers
this.
could
Let
have
me
been
say
back there
this.
doing that.
Oh, you tripping
Let
now.
me
You tripping
let me
now.
say this.
I would have gave you Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes, but you talking about some Philip Rivers, man. Come on, bro.
Hey,
Come on,
first and
man.
foremost, I ain't gonna hold you. Before G said that, bro. Before Brady came to Tampa, I was like, all we need is a quarterback, bro.
That's it.
Anybody, a good quarterback would have got us to the Super Bowl.
No, I ain't
Any
think that.
quarterback.
Listen,
There you
man.
go,
That was
Keith.
my
Y'all
thinking.
There
see
you
that
It
go,
just
mean
so
Keith.
see
happened to
that's
be.
that tells you a Lions fan, Keith,
Oh
because
God.
you don't know your Bucks, bro. You
No,
in
but
Florida,
look,
you don't know
bro,
your Bucks.
look, bro. But it took the great to do it, bro. Because at the same time,
It was more than that. Did y'all watch the documentary of the Bucks, man? Did y'all see what Mike Evans said? Did y'all see what Levante
oh,
No.
Davis said? Did y'all see
they
what
love that
Shaq
Watching that
man.
Barrett them
trash.
said?
They love that man. It's a different culture when he
It ain't
came.
even that. It's what he
Exactly.
did when he got there. None of those other quarterbacks would have did that in that 2020 year, bro, on COVID. Drew
Breeze
Brees
would have
wouldn't have did
practiced
that.
with
He
y'all.
wouldn't have took them to no. He wouldn't
Drew
have
Brees
took
would
them
have
to no
practiced with
park
y'all.
to go play,
He
I
would
bro.
have.
I
In
agree.
COVID, come on. The police
He,
had to tell
he
Brady to
would have
go
done
home.
that.
You can't be out
Yep,
here. Like
I remember that. It was
don't
all on
play
him.
with, come on, man, bro.
Oh
And guess what we
God.
did in return for Brady? We turned him out. He a Floridian forever. He Tampa forever.
Yeah.
He him. You see
You made that man
move,
divorce his wife. I know it.
that
You
man whole
right.
swag.
Y'all.
Yeah, that's what we do when you come to
Yeah.
Tampa. Yeah, you can't be with nobody in Tampa. You see what
No
they
way.
well, you see how he was acting. The man was acting completely different. He ain't act shit like he did in New
No,
England, bro. We
no
got a whole
didn't,
y'all
bro.
got a
He,
whole different
look,
Tom Brady because of us.
He
my
could have gone
boys
to
tipsy
Miami
at the
and done
parade and
that.
all.
He would have did the
Cap.
same thing in
Cap.
Miami.
Miami ain't Tampa. Miami ain't Tampa. Who over there in Miami was had that swag like us? Man, they ain't got no Levante David over there. They ain't had no Shaq Barrett over there with all the goals in their mouth. You tripping? They ain't had no Carlton Davis. That's Tampa, bro. That's what we do. We the one come out that iced out like that. You tripping? You tripping, man?
Hey, but look,
You
we
be
got way
trying
off
us,
topic
bro.
though. We got to
Bill
get
Anyway,
back
we
to
finna
Belichick.
move
Okay,
on,
let me
man.
talk about
Cause you done pissed me off, bro. You done tried me. So listen, Bills, Miami,
Oh man,
and the Bills gonna end up playing the Steelers in the playoffs. But focusing on the Bills and Miami game, do y'all what? So let me say this first. I done told y'all about them Bills, and y'all thought I was tripping. I told y'all the Bills was gonna be straight. I told y'all was trying to build the bill. I told y'all. And look where they at now. They was 6-6, and they won 5 straight. And what their record is? 11-6. And get what seed they is?
too.
look, dog. Look.
Oh,
They the two
top
seed.
seed. That's what they is. A top seed. So
No, they're the 2 seed, not top seed.
yeah, a top seed. Top seed. 1 and 2 is top to me.
Yeah.
You think
Man,
about
we
the
all know
playoffs
the
more
we all
over.
know Baltimore and 49ers got the number 1 seed, man. I didn't even have to say that.
I know. But I'm
So
just saying they are a 2 seed, which means you still got to play the first weekend of
nah, they a
the
top
playoff.
seed. I don't want to hear that. They
Okay.
1 and 2 is top.
They get 2 home games. Okay.
They
All
they
right.
they they they, they better than the Philadelphia Eagles though.
You're right.
With
That's
I
your
for
boy
give
damn
you
Jalen
sure.
that.
Hurts. Yeah, yeah.
Oh god,
But
ain't no more
anyway,
crying.
what y'all thought about that game though, G? I'm gonna start with you on that one, man. What you thought about that? You thought it was more so that the Dolphins really
I
ain't
say it.
had a players and stuff like that. What you think?
I mean, you can say that, but I would say that the first thing it was funny to me because I was listening to a simulcast that was cheering for the Dolphins to actually get a tie, so that they would get to play Pittsburgh themselves instead of either winning the game outright and playing Buffalo again, or um, or what just happened. I mean, Buffalo.
I did thought that was weird though that they was gonna play Buffalo again if they won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, so and if you look at the way the game went, it's like Josh Allen himself really didn't want to play in Buffalo because it's like he had a true Josh Allen game where he was like, "Here, get the ball,
Yeah, yeah.
please win this game." It was like I'd rather play in Miami next week
like come
instead
on.
of playing in Buffalo. So it was just kind of funny how the game was going, but to be honest, it just shows you that Tua may be the problem, as in as long as the game is scripted and it looks good and everything is on schedule, the Dolphins look
It's
great.
all good.
But in the
Yep.
second half,
Yep.
when Tua has to make plays, it's been proven he cannot make a play. And so, I mean, we can say, yeah, the Dolphins were down a lot of players, and it is what I've always said. Health is wealth when it comes to the playoffs. So if you aren't
Yeah.
healthy, you're not going to look like the team that you look like in September or when you were blowing out the Broncos with 70 points. So I mean,
Yeah.
I feel for them because now they got to go to play KC in 0-degree weather, and
Yes, Lord.
and and even though KC is not looking like a good team, I just don't know. I can't see them. I know we'll get back to that later. But and as far as the Bills playing the Steelers, I mean, what more can you ask for? They're playing a team who's going to be without TJ Watt. Um, I mean, you got Mason
Yeah, that
Rudolph,
hurt.
though,
That
who
sucked.
looks decent. I mean, Mason Rudolph
That's a
looks
Yeah, I
gimme.
was
decent.
gonna say he looked pretty good. Yeah.
He
The
looks
gimme
decent.
game.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
mean,
he
you
looked pretty
can't ask
good.
for anything better. But I mean,
Gimme.
Tomlin might have the defense ready to play, but so I just expect Buffalo be able to kind of cakewalk through that, seeing that they don't have to worry about TJ Watt being on the quarterback butt every 5 seconds. So
So I want y'all to think about the amount of pressure that is on Tua right now. You got to
Hmm.
think about it. All the quarterbacks that was in his draft class got paid. You the only one without a contract. You feel me? Even Jalen Hurts got paid before you, and you got more talent on your team. You know what I'm saying? So
That Super Bowl.
it's a yeah,
Yeah.
true, but he has more talent. You got more
Yeah,
talent than
I'm
couldn't
with
get
you.
your team.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
With you.
So he got more pressure on
Offensively, at
him.
least.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, offensively. And so he got so much pressure on him. You can't even win your division when you was up 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo was fighting to get in the playoffs. You was up. Y'all lost to Tennessee. Y'all lost to who else they lost to? They lost to Buffalo twice. And you know what I'm
Baltimore.
saying? So it's like y'all lost these key games that cost you the division. And you got a top receiver on your team who was on pace before he got hurt to break the record. You feel me? So the amount of pressure that's on Tua right now, it shows you that he's not the guy to win it all. They need a better quarterback, bro. And he probably won't. If he do get paid, he is not getting top dollar. So that just shows you how gimmicky they were as an offense. You know what I'm saying? Once they go against real teams, as the season showed, once they go against teams that was above 500, they fold. They can hang
Yeah.
70 points on a team that's below 500, but when they get to the real competition, they fold. So the same story gonna happen in the playoffs when they play KC. I still think KC beat them earlier this season overseas. They gonna beat them again. So you feel me? That same game gonna happen all over again, even with Mahomes not having a bunch of receivers. As far as Buffalo, man, I was riding for them. I was riding with them a long time, longer than even in their slumps. I was riding with them. I had them as my 3 picks for a long time, and then they just kept losing. I had to take them off. You feel me? So now it's like they
How
bounce
I feel
back.
about Jacksonville. You see, they ain't even in the playoffs.
Right, right,
And they was 8-3 or something like that.
right,
If I'm not mistaken, it was 8-3.
and lost the division. So, how I feel about Buffalo, man, is I feel like they'll beat Pittsburgh only due to circumstances. If Pittsburgh was healthy and they had a better quarterback other than Kenny Pickett, I like Pittsburgh for the upset because I just trust Mike Tomlin in those type of situations.
And
Josh
their
Allen
defense
just
pretty
been
good.
playing there. Even without TJ Watt, you know what I'm saying? They still come to play. You know what I'm saying? They always had a respectable defense.
Yeah.
But if Josh Allen plays like how he played against Miami against them, I don't think they win in that game. Like if you just playing like, oh, this just another game, I don't know if you're gonna win that game. But if you out there and you actually competing, then yeah, they should win that game. But after that, I don't see Buffalo going no further than that. They win one game, they probably gonna run into a buzzsaw. After that, that's it.
Buffalo.
The Buzzsaw was Kansas City
Yeah.
though.
So
So
listen, I'm
yeah, if they run into Kansas, I think KC can hang with them. You know, Mahomes got his number, bro. They can't never beat KC
oh, weird,
for nothing
bro.
in the world.
What the fuck is y'all talking about, man?
All right, go ahead. What's your
Weirdos,
take,
bro.
dog? You got them in the AFC Championship.
Who?
You.
Listen, this is what I think, man. Buffalo. I'm gonna start with them. Josh Allen is the best fucking player in the fucking league, bro. Excuse my language, but Josh Allen is the best player
This
in
man,
the
bro.
league. Did y'all see the? Did y'all? I don't know. Did y'all watch the game last night? Did y'all watch the game
Bro.
yesterday?
And I saw my
Did
kids,
y'all
so
I
see
I
that
watched
can't
last
say I
run?
night.
did.
Did y'all see that run? That he did? Did y'all see that run
And I heard about it.
where your boy what's the dude, man? What's his name? What's the defensive tackle name? Oh man, what's his name? Anyway, he
Detail.
should have been in the
Wilkins,
Pro Bowl, but he ain't.
Christian Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
The man hit Josh Allen, bro, before he like 3 yards before he even got to the first down, and he still powered his way through there, bro.
That make him
Listen,
the best
man,
player.
He a
the man is
bull.
so no. I'm gonna tell
He's a
you, the
bull.
man's so good. Listen, he do Josh Allen shit, bro. He throw those picks, and he still do Superman stuff. It's just like the man is just a freak of nature. Like he just great. Josh Allen is just great. Best player in the league right now, man. So,
Is he
and I
taking the
told
Bills to the
y'all
AFC Championship?
he can, he can, because you want me to tell you something. Next week when KC go play the uh
The Dolphins.
who KC playing? The Dolphins.
Dolphins.
We don't know what the hell KC gonna do. They might drop all of the balls in that damn. They can't even catch in regular warm weather. They. So we don't know what the KC offense is gonna do. But on a more serious note, I do really think that Josh Allen and the Bills can get far, man. I'm just being honest with you. They are on a hot streak. They haven't lost. Josh Allen is playing great, and although I'm starting to realize and understand with Josh Allen. Like those interceptions and turnovers that he got, it's expected. It's like he do so much. He do so much. It's like, of course, I might have a turnover. You know what I'm saying? If you do something so often, like he's either running the ball or he's always because they're not running with James Cook as much as they was when Joe Brady first took over. So it's like they're putting it back in Josh Allen's hands. So of course he's gonna have those turnovers. Like he's trying to do so much. But on the flip side too, that defense is picking up. They starting to play better. Like it's like they all coming together at the right time. Stephon Diggs, I know y'all seen him.
He finally had a breakout, but he's still been trash. But let me ask you this: at what point do all of those interceptions cost you against good teams?
I'm with you on that, G. I'm with you.
Seen it happen before.
I'm with you.
It happens against good. You know, you can get away with it when you're playing the Dolphins and they ain't proven that they can't even do anything on offense. But when you're playing against a Baltimore or Kansas City in a high stakes game, you can't have those 2 and 3 turnovers.
Baltimore and 49ers, I don't know about
KC. Look.
But I'm with you, G. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on it. But I'm just saying. Like I feel like they really can.
I like his ability to make the plays. I like that he freelances because he becomes the offense when they really need it. When it's like the play broken down and they need to make a play, he can make the play. But it's like I say, sometimes he's gonna have to show some restraint from trying to be Superman and, like I say, costing your team. Because anybody else last night with those 2 interceptions, that game should have been 28-7. Yeah, it should have been 28-7 and Buffalo looking like, okay, well, we just have to go play in the wild card on the road.
So think about that.
But no, too, G, that could be what you were saying too. They probably ain't want to go play. They probably ain't want to. They were probably, you know what I'm saying? That could be what you were saying too. We don't know. Yeah. But also too on the Miami side. Sorry, Keith, not to cut you off, but on the Miami side, you in the first half, Achane 55 rushing yards. The man was averaging 6.9 yards a carry in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even have 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when it's crunch time, you got a minute and some change.
No, it wasn't crunch time. It was 21-14. The game ended 21-14.
At the end of the game, they had a minute and some change left, no timeouts. You can't run the ball no more. You just got to air it out.
Yeah, that's then. That's what it was too late at that point. But y'all should have, Achane, because if Mostert was in, I'm pretty sure they would have been using Mostert a lot, whether it was in running or passing. You know you don't got Jalen Waddle, so why not ride what Achane doing? They can't stop him. They're showing you they can't stop him.
Maybe they was trying to preserve him for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They already down and running back.
Yeah, and didn't have Waddle, so it's probably like I said, they went into it half man, so who knows what the game plan was at what point.
So all I'm gonna say is, but like you were saying, Josh Allen, he turnover prone, man. So when you go against a KC, even though they don't catch the ball all the time, but if you give them multiple opportunities to catch the ball by throwing picks, at some point that's gonna come back to hurt you. That's how I feel about KC playing them. Listen, man. Mahomes is still Mahomes, dog. He gonna get some points out of them drives.
Mahomes can't catch the ball.
He can't, but
just like Giselle told everybody about Tom Brady when Wes Welker dropped the ball. He can't catch and throw.
I don't care if Harrison Buckner got to kick that. Like, he gonna get points out of the drive, bro, one way or the other, and it's gonna hurt them because he keep turning the ball over. I don't see Josh Allen winning nothing other than the game on Sunday. That's it. After that, he's going home.
Bills have beaten Kansas City this year, so it's not like they don't know how to do it. And the only time they can't beat them is the playoffs. Yeah, it is. Exactly. I give them that.
Y'all talking about before We had drop issues. It's like a cancer
we'll
there.
revisit this.
It's like they have the flu, but yeah, whatever. That's just ridiculous. And then you know what though? I'm gonna be real hush mouth if next week they go out there and beat the shit out of Miami. But Rice, man, that's the one. That's the one good person though. But we're gonna move on because once again, G got some explaining to do.
What am I explaining?
Yo, sorry ass friend Jalen Hurts and them damn sorry ass Eagles.
You hurt.
But the Eagles and the Giants, man, and of course the Eagles is coming to play the Bucks. So
They gonna beat them this time.
look, let me tell you how I feel about it. Like, and this is really, really, really truly like how I feel. The Eagles, I don't know what is going on with them. The Giants, I just can't believe that the Giants had them 24 points, and but it was 24 nothing, 24-3 or something, 24 nothing, I think. But
24-0.
But it's like, okay, for us, and this is why I'm kind of stuck, because the Eagles suck and they playing bad, but we only put up 9 points against the freaking Carolina Panthers. Okay, so yeah, our defense did hold a shutout. You know, our defense is playing good. And I don't know if it's Baker. I don't know if it's how he feeling or whatever the case may be. But he missed hella throws, and so I just feel like for us against the Eagles, I feel like we got a chance because of our defense. But it's always that offense that I worry about. Just like against Carolina, I mean, just like the Eagles couldn't do nothing against the sorry Giants, bro, we couldn't do nothing against an even worser team. So it's like, what do I expect us to go out there to do to Carolina? To Philadelphia. It's like it's gonna be two bad teams trying to see who could just put up at least 3 points to win. So, and at least for us, what I hold is that we at least got a good defense to kind of back up what we're doing. Our offense is good, but it's just it's not consistent.
Yeah.
Whereas the Eagles, they're just in free fall offensively and defensively. They don't have nothing that's going for them. So I do kind of hold solace in that, thinking that maybe we can beat Philadelphia and then move on to the next round. But I'm gonna tell y'all this: let us beat Philly. We might go on a Super Bowl run. And I ain't them Dallas fans either. See the go Bucks. Go Bucks.
Oh my God, boy. Go ahead, G. I just want to hear this. I just want to hear it.
And a smile. All right, so I mean, the Eagles we saw, it was bad. I mean, but to be fair to them, they started out like they wanted to win the game, and then AJ Brown went down with the injury, and it was like, I think that was like immediately shock through the whole organization. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, let's get out this game because it's not gonna go good." I mean, I'm to be honest, it's like once I saw AJ Brown go down, I think everybody was like, "I don't even want to play in this game because it doesn't. It's bad karma." Remember what happened to T.O.? T.O. same thing happened to him. He hurt his leg in like the last of the regular season. They were like, "Oh my God." But of course, that team was better than this Eagles team right now. So all I say is they automatically thought, okay, let's get out of this game. Then Hurts got the stinger on his finger, and you were already without most of your key starters anyway. So it was like, okay, we're not going to win the division. We're not going to be able to right this ship in this one game. So let's just put all our marbles into next week playing wherever we end up having to play. So for them, it's playing Tampa. So I know I joked last week that I thought it was 55-45. To be honest, I still think it's 50-50. I don't know what you're going to get. I don't know what you're going to get out of Philly. I don't know what you're going to get out of Tampa. To be honest, I just do not know.
I don't know.
I'm 100%
I wish I was more able. I wish I was like Keith See, Keith to tell you, I text him every Sunday morning. Hey, give me the
Mhm.
scoop on the lines. Let me know what's going on. Because at first I was putting it in the little group thing, but I just text, hey,
Mhm.
tell me what's going on.
Mhm.
And it's crazy. He be on point every time. Me?
Okay.
But see, his team is consistent though. Like a little, a something. They consistent.
A
My
little bit,
team, you don't know what you're gonna
just
get.
a little bit more than the Bucks.
You don't know what you're gonna
Yeah.
get, man. It's like and it's crazy. Like I will sit there and put Chris Godwin. I bet on my team yesterday. We got 9 points. Nine. Like, and that was the reason I lost my bet because I threw in
Chris
the
God.
totals. I hit everything else. It was the total score of both teams. They couldn't get 30 points. 30.
I'll
So
just say
it's
this.
like,
Look,
This is my last thing on this. I'm gonna let y'all have it because I don't. Like I said, I don't know. All I know is if Tampa beats Philly this weekend, and God knows they're gonna get blown out the next weekend by whoever they play. But
we definitely won't.
we're gonna get a big I believe in Baker campaign next year. He's gonna be in every commercial again. He's gonna be in all of these. What will you do if you ride with Baker and all this mess? And
Yeah.
it's just gonna further
I'm
prove the
here for
point
it.
that the GOAT is just what he was. So I'll let you go, Keith,
Oh
because I
yeah,
have
never
no
mind. I need him to suck. That's right. I need him to fall out.
yeah.
I can't have him doing what Brady just
this
did.
man,
Now
oh my
no, he gotta
God.
go. He ain't winning us no Super
So,
Bowl first quarter though, so it don't even matter what he do. It ain't gonna be compared to Brady because he ain't winning us no Super Bowl in the first year.
so here go
So
my thoughts. Bro, first and foremost, I'm with G. 55-45 bucks, right? I'm only saying that because they got home field advantage. That's what get them the extra 5%, bro. That's it, really. Other than that, it's going to be a close defensive game, bro. That's all that it's going to be. If Baker Mayfield show up like he did a couple weeks ago when he had 381 in a game, then they'll be they'll handle business. But I, the offense hasn't been consistent enough, and I don't know if they can win like how they won in Carolina against Philly. They can't do that, bro. Because Philly not they ain't gonna let you just get 9 points and walk away with zero. Like that ain't gonna happen. So it's gonna be a dog fight. I do think the Bucks gonna win, but like G said, whoever they run into the next round, that's it. They one and done pretty much.
your
Other than
Lions one
that,
and done.
are the Lions one and done?
No, I'm telling you, your Lions one and done. You
No,
talking about
I
the
don't think
Bucks
so.
one and
I
done.
don't
Your
think so.
Lions one and done.
We'll get that, bro. Dang, we talking
Yeah,
about your
let's get
team
there.
right
I'm
now,
throwing a
bro.
shot at your team
Look,
just like you doing at mine.
look, bro. I'm not trying to. It's just the fact of the matter. Like I don't trust Baker enough, dog. Like he did his thing. He got us to the playoffs, but it's like
Mm-hmm.
that's as far as we gonna go. We not
All
going
right.
to no Super Bowl. We'll beat Philly possibly, but other than that, that's as far as we gonna go.
Okay. All right. Next topic. Cowboys. Cowboys Commanders. Hey,
Oh, we
question.
discussing this game.
Cowboys playing the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think Dak is playing the best?
Listen, I told y'all about this NFL narrative. Y'all remember the Dez catch from years ago?
Yep.
They want this rematch again. See Stafford coming to Detroit, playing in Detroit,
Yep.
NFL. Now all these games they just want, and we on prime time on top of that. So that tell you right there they want them to. You feel me? So as far as Dallas Packers, dog, Dallas should beat the Packers. They should, cause on paper they way better. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, they should.
But for whatever reason, when the Packers come to town, they shiver in their boots. So I kind of got it going the same way as the Philly game. 55-45. I give Dallas 55%, and I give the Packers 45%. Because for whatever reason, they always match up so well against them. I don't know why. Even with a new roster, new quarterback, new regime, new everything, it's just always a close game when they battle. So it's a toss up. I don't
That
know if it's
defense
gonna be a
ass.
yeah for sure. And if your boy Christian Watson and Reed, if both of them play and they healthy, I think they could put up points and hang with Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Especially if CD Lamb going off, I think they can hang with Dallas.
Speaking of the Packers, what the hell going on with Jaire Alexander? Well, what's up with him? Why they suspending him and stuff?
He got suspended for he really sending a message to the team saying I want out of here. That's what's really
Um,
going on.
I saw the little press conference that he was saying after the little coin toss,
Yeah.
crap.
So it was something stupid like they have captains to do the coin toss. It's only
Yeah,
supposed to be
explain
like
that to me
two.
because I didn't understand what the hell the issue was.
Right. So he wasn't selected a captain, but he went up there and made the decisions anyway, basically, and dictated the coin toss and everything without coach's permission. So when something like
Oh,
that
he went
happened,
rogue.
yeah.
Jameis Winston.
So when something like that happens, you know what I'm saying? Even though it ain't too much of a big deal, honestly,
Yeah.
as long as you know what I'm saying. But he did make the
Yeah.
wrong call as far as giving the team the ball first and stuff like that. But
But how? He said if they what how he gave them the I didn't I saw what he said. He never said I didn't
I
see how he
think
said.
I think so when he went up there to be the captain, I think the coin toss happened and they won the toss, and I think he picked them to defer, and
Oh,
they would have chose to receive. You know what I'm saying? So he made all the
mm.
decisions. He spoke for the team, and coach ain't like that because you speaking for me, and I ain't tell you to do that. You ain't even supposed to be a captain. You ain't even supposed to be up there at all. So that's what got him suspended. And on top
What
of
the
that, I think it's
hell?
been a little rift between him and the coach for the past couple of weeks. So
Mhm.
I think he really want out of there.
Y'all tripping. Bring him to the Bucks. We'll take him.
Yeah, he be shutting
We'll
down
take
your boy Justin Jefferson a lot. When they match up,
look.
I be loving that matchup, boy.
Man, I love JJ, man. JJ and Jamar Chase. Oh man, I love them boys, man.
But yeah, G,
But
what you think about Dallas and
Commanders.
whoever?
Well, yeah. More so than going more so not even the Commanders, more so them against the Packers.
Yeah,
No, I mean we knew Dallas was gonna handle business against the Commanders. I mean it looked sketchy for a minute, but I didn't have any thoughts that it was gonna go any other way. As far as the Packers go, I mean, I think
and you got
they,
to think about it.
I mean, I think the Packers will come in and give them a good game, but I think with, like you saying, with Dallas being healthy, being um, pretty much a top in the NFL in many categories this year. I mean, you got Micah Parsons, Deron Bland on the defense anchoring them. You
He
got
been balling, boy.
you got Dak and CD Lamb putting up video game kind of numbers. And like you said, with Packers defense being kind of suspect, I expect Dallas to kind of win a decent kind of maybe a half shootout kind of game, and maybe the Packers just kind of getting their feet wet for their future with Jordan Love. I mean, I think the pressure from the playoff might be a little too much for him, but I think he should have a decent game. But I think Dallas will handle business. So
Another thing to add to the storyline, real quick: Mike McCarthy going against his old team.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm
Another one.
saying?
Yep.
But
I
yeah, go
think
ahead.
Jordan Love gonna play pretty good though, man.
yeah,
I think he gonna play good. But I like he growing on me. I did not like him at the beginning of this year. Y'all know that.
Mhm.
G, you was the first one on him.
I
You and my
tried to
brother.
tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Like, Jordan Love, he looking good. And then he see I ain't gonna cap. Nah, I'm not comparing him to Brett Favre, but like how he be back there jumping up, like he be in the pocket when he be about to throw the ball, like he like he a
Mm-hmm.
gunslinger, like that how Brett was in the back there in the pocket. He like as a gunslinger, like he used to kind of like jump, throw the ball type shit, like I
Mm-hmm.
like Love, man. He look like I don't know but
If they
if
get,
if he do become a superstar, that is crazy that how lucky the Packers just is. I mean, from Brett Favre, I mean, just how.
I don't think it's luck. It's by design, bro. All their quarterbacks has gone through this sit and develop process. They sit and develop them for years until they
It
get it
ain't
right.
just
And
that.
that's
It seemed like it's like they jump on it early. Like why the person that they got currently is still great.
Still,
yes,
yeah,
and they,
MVP.
That's the
but
thing. They got balls.
but who else? What other team is doing that? You don't see no other team drafting the quarterback and
That's
sitting
my
him for
point.
3 years.
That's my point.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
my
That's what
point.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's by design. They know that's the formula that works. We gonna keep using it.
But
You
they
know what's
also
crazy
don't
though?
have an owner though. You know that. Like,
Yeah, they got
That's
it's like a
right,
community.
G. They
they
got
don't
a
have an
It's
bunch
a
of
community
owner,
on it.
so they don't have
yeah.
that
Like how that
pressure
happen like
to.
that?
That's how they set it up. I mean, it's an old franchise, so they had it kind of set up where it was like just a, I
The
mean, they have a
community kind of
CEO, like, yeah, they got like a CEO,
Yeah,
but
but
they
I'm
don't have an
saying, but it
owner
ain't
per
like no
se.
team owner. It's like a bunch. It's just a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of them.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Dang.
mean, which has landed to their success because, like you said, everybody else is now drafting a quarterback in 2 years. It's like we need a quarterback, and they're
Yeah.
playing them right away. Whereas
Yeah.
they developed their quarterback, and now Jordan Love can play for 7 to 10 years with those young receivers at that because that's what's gonna make a big difference. I mean, you talking about
Yep.
Jaden Reed and Christian Washington if he can get himself healthy and
Yeah. Like
Gonna be a
Wicks and
dog.
all of
exactly,
that.
G. Like it's like they got gems on that offense.
Yeah,
Like well, on that
yeah.
team. Period.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They gonna
saying.
move on from AJ. They gonna get them a young running back who come in. They just gonna start fresh. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what though? That might be their advantage though. The fact that
Yeah,
they don't have one singular owner, like they just got a bunch of people. So it's like it's not one person that's always making a decision about something. You know, you got a
yeah,
Right.
bunch of group of people maybe
You've never
throwing
seen
out
them come
ideas.
out. You never seen them come out like Jerry Jones or Arthur Howe. You know what I'm saying? Like come out like those type of GMs or
hmm
owners and be vocal. You never seen nobody come speak for the Packers, bro. They just do. They handle business. They draft well and they compete every season.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. Arthur Blank, like anytime I think of Arthur Blank, he's pictured in my mind. The only face I see before we move on, the only thing I see is that look on his face after he came down on the sideline thinking that he was going to win that Super
When they
Bowl, and
lost,
the Patriots came all the way back, and look, y'all got to see it, bro. Y'all got to go look at it.
I
Listen, I don't
remember.
know,
I
I don't know if
remember.
that was his wife or his daughter or somebody next to him, but I'm talking about he just staring out there, and and they got it looking at her. You just see her looking at him like baby, I'm so,
He couldn't believe it, boy.
bro, y'all should see that picture, man. Oh my god, like it's like she looking at him like, oh my god, like I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to do. But
Just
look,
lose.
so we're gonna move on to your favorite team, Lions and the Vikings, and y'all defense suck, but
Terrible.
y'all playing the Rams, man, and y'all just let JJ go for 12 catches and 192 yards.
But it's JJ though. Can we get a break for that? Like, damn.
No, because that's all they got. Bro, y'all could have put y'all whole team on that man.
Look, bro,
Damn,
our
JJ
defense
good as
is
hell, bro.
trash. Our
Yeah,
defense
man.
trash.
And
They
y'all
show up.
going
They
up
show
against
up
somebody with
sometimes.
multiple weapons.
He got multiple weapons, but he interception prone. I know my
Who?
quarterback, man.
Who?
Stafford.
Man, Stafford to eat y'all.
Man, he
Stafford
interception
about to
prone.
tell y'all, Puka, boy, he might go
Listen,
off, boy, he might break a record.
bro. Listen, bro. He is my favorite quarterback, regardless of what team he
Why
on.
do you
So I
like
know him.
Stafford, bro? He was in y'all had that man in purgatory for his whole career.
We did. As an organization, that was trash. Never put no offense around him. We couldn't get a 100-yard rusher to save our life. Anyway,
Why y'all ain't never do nothing for him though? Except for
we
Calvin
never.
Johnson, and that was and I don't even give y'all credit for
Okay,
Calvin
all right.
Johnson.
So let me ask you this: when we had Calvin Johnson, who was the other receiver aside from him? Can't
Nate,
even name him because
wait, yeah, I can't
it was
name him.
Nate
Hold up,
Burleson.
let me think.
Nate.
Yeah, now Jones.
Yeah, but think about it. When have you ever thought of Nate Burleson as a great receiver, bro? Like, no.
Never.
Exactly. Then on top of that, name any running back that we had prior to DeAndre Swift that got us 100 yards.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush
Yeah.
was the only one.
No,
That's
Johnson.
Adrian
it.
Peterson. Adrian
Well,
Peterson.
one
Jo-
time, bro.
Stop
Adrian Peterson
trying
broke
that
100 yards.
man, cuz.
But okay,
Johnson.
so out of them 2 seasons,
Wait, who you
out of the
said,
two
G?
seasons,
Johnson. I can't carry on Johnson.
Carry.
Kerryon
Oh,
Johnson got
what
us
happened
100.
to him? Carry
He had a
on.
busted knee, bro. We drafted him with a busted knee. He got
He
100
Oh,
yards
did.
against Miami one game, and
Yeah.
that was it. Like, come on,
I
bro. You
forgot
see,
about Carry on Johnson.
he out the league. That's why he went to Philly and couldn't make their practice squad. That's what
Yeah.
happened to him.
You're right.
So,
Oh,
so,
dang, I
so
forgot
yeah.
about him.
Anyway, Stafford, bro, he prone to throw interceptions, and when you do it against us, we opportunistic. We turn them because we don't get them too often, so we'll turn them opportunities into points. I think this is the NFL narrative for the game, bro. Stafford come back to Detroit. It's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be a high scoring game. But
Shooter.
Detroit finally get their first playoff win in 30 years against their old quarterback. Like that's just the headline I see for me.
Like
Other
where?
than that,
Why you see that though? Like
because first and foremost, we got robbed by Dallas, so they owe us one. And it just will be a great story, bro. Like I can't see it. We already gave Stafford a Super Bowl a couple years ago. He already got his. Why Detroit can't have theirs now? That's just my
a
thinking.
Super Bowl. Boy
I
jumped
don't
all
know.
the way
No,
to the
no,
Super Bowl.
Nah, he's
I'm not
saying
saying
get
the
him a
Super
playoff
Bowl.
win. He's saying
Yeah,
get him a
I'm saying a
playoff
playoff
win.
win. Yeah,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying. What happens after that, I can't tell you. It all depends on who we get matched up against. But that's what I'm saying. At least a playoff win. You know what I'm saying. One playoff win. That's all they're gonna give us. They'll throw us that bone at least.
I love
Other
y'all.
than
I ain't
that,
gonna lie. I
man,
love y'all team, but I don't know about no. I love y'all offense. I just love y'all offensive players. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameer
look.
Gibbs, Monty,
If you go
Laporta.
back and watch that, game when we played the Chargers, that's what type of score it's gonna be. It's gonna be like 40 something to 40 something, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a high scoring game.
I don't know.
But
That Rams defense might. Aaron Donald might get on you. But what you think, G?
I saved this for last, but this is
think
why I say teams should take care of business and have the option to rest the starters for this reason. Because
because of Laporta.
Yeah, man. That
Laporta is
hurt.
going to be a
Oh
big
man.
injury.
Yeah.
Not
Laporta
Yeah.
really.
is going to be a big injury.
You talking about not really?
Not really, because I can tell you why.
All right,
But
go
go
ahead.
ahead. I'm
Tell
gonna
me
let
why
him
real
finish.
quick before G
I'm
jump
gonna
in.
let him
Before G
finish
finish.
first. I'm gonna let him finish. Go
Oh,
ahead, G.
okay.
So I mean, it's like most of the teams who really had a chance to not really have to play hard this weekend, they seem like they're the ones who got hurt. That's why I just say those. That's why you got to take care of business. And we all know. I mean, injuries are this sport is just you're an injury away at any time. But I would say I do think it's going to be kind of a shootout, but I'm scared of the fact that the Rams and the Browns are like the hottest teams really heading into the playoffs. So I would say it does make for a good story that Stafford loved Detroit from what all I can know, and Goff
You
wants
do.
nothing more than to get the city a playoff win against Stafford. So who
Yep.
wins it? I'll save it for later, but I just that's just how I look at that.
So look, the reason why we ain't gonna miss Laporta too much is last season before we had Laporta, we had tight end by community, whatever. And so we had very much success with our backup tight ends. We run the same plays, they catch the ball, they make big plays just like he do. So whether he play or he don't play, we have a next man up mentality when it comes to that position. Now, had it been St. Brown who went down, then I'd have been like, all right, yeah, you got me there because we don't really got no other receiver. But it's Laporta, and plus, I think he's gonna play. He might be limited, but he'll play. It's the same thing that happened to Kelsey when he played against Detroit in Week 1. He hyperextended his knee in practice, and he still played the game. Still had a big game. It's the same kind of
He didn't
injury.
play
So
that game. Remember, he didn't play. He sat out.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
he did. He didn't play.
Mm,
So yeah, but it's gonna be same kind of injury. We're gonna still have success without him. Like I don't think we really. He's not a
Don't
team
even do
breaker
it.
because we can. He's not a team breaker because we
Don't
can
do
replace
that.
him.
See,
We can replace him with what we
shitting on the
got.
port. I'm gonna send the
I'm not
clip. You
hitting
talking
on my.
shit. Now you shitting on the
Listen,
porter.
man. If I
Now you
told you,
shitting on him.
look, if I told you, do you think the Bucks would be the same team whether or not they took out let's say if they take out Chase Evans? You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, but if
The
they
porter
replace
is
him with
not
somebody,
Chase Edmonds.
but it's if you put anybody back there
mm.
and get that type of production, the same type of production, are you really gonna miss him?
If you take out
You know
No,
what
but
I'm
Rashad
that's
saying?
Chase
White, would you get the
Edmonds.
same production? If you take
Exactly.
out
There you
Rashad
go.
White,
That's a better one. That's a better one. Or Mike Evans.
Okay, if you take out
no,
one
I ain't
of
gonna
them
say
and
Evans.
they put in somebody else and they give you the same kind
Or
of
Chris
production,
Godwin.
are you going to miss them?
If
Are you
what?
going to miss him?
I'll say this. The reason I say he's a bigger loss is because he's become such a big part of your offense. And I don't know if you.
I
He's
agree.
like golf security blanket
So
outside
if
of
you look,
on my raw.
if you
But
look at
y'all
the
gotta watch
games in
some
which
tape from last
Laporta
season.
struggled, but I'm saying look at the game
Last year.
Laporta struggled this year, and what did the offense do in those games? That's how I look at it.
Okay,
So that's what I'm
okay.
saying. I think they kind of struggled more so when he didn't have decent games. So that's why I'm just saying it's a big loss because now you can shift that coverage towards St. Brown and make
And
Goff sit in that pocket a little longer. And we know what happened when he sit in that pocket a little longer with Aaron
that's a
Donald
fact.
bearing down on you. So
That's a fact.
He
That's a
gonna pull a
fact.
Geno Smith.
But
Oh shit!
that's a fact,
Oh,
bro.
but
I'm
no,
just
he said,
telling
"Oh
y'all.
my God." That's what he said.
Next man up, bro. That's all I'm telling you. But what?
okay.
No,
Who is
Mark.
y'all
Who
backup?
you
Who is y'all
got?
backup tight end?
Brought right. You know what I'm saying? Go look at the highlights. I'm gonna show you. Go
He was
look at
there
the
last
highlights
year.
on your phone. Yeah.
Oh,
Go
okay.
look at his
Well, if he was there
highlights.
last year, I'm gonna take your word for it. Long
But
as you ain't got to.
anyways,
All I'm
who you
saying
got?
is this year ain't last year. Laporta is is very important to y'all offense and what y'all do. I mean, y'all
I'm
got a
not
lot of
saying he's
weapons,
not important.
but that shit gonna be hard replacing him, even by committee. Like it's not like they're gonna. It's
Commit.
not like those committee of tight ends are gonna go out there and produce how he was producing. Anybody even gonna be worried about them?
Okay. Anyways, who you got for that game? Detroit or the Rams? You said we losing because you don't even believe in my team.
Nah, I don't. I really don't. I just be talking junk because that's your team. But I think they got a good chance. Like this year, this is a different Lions team. It's obvious,
But
and I
against
think
Cooper Cup, against your boy
you got a
Kyron Williams,
chance. Like I said, you got a chance. You got a puncher's chance.
oh
But
puncher's chance, damn.
yeah, y'all got a puncher's chance. But because shit, y'all offense is just as high powered as they offense. The
Yeah,
only
we all
difference is the defense. Y'all defense is
terrible,
complete ass, and they defense
terrible.
they. I don't know no stars on y'all defense outside of Aiden Hutchinson, and he
Yeah,
ain't
that's
Aaron
it.
Donald.
That's
So
it.
that's kind of how how I look at it. I mean, it's really gonna be the defense, man. Like especially if y'all talking about a shootout, which I don't see. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like 40 something to 40 something.
I think so.
Ah, I don't think so.
All right.
But um, to be honest though, if I had to pick, I would go with the Lions
That's surprising.
and to say that they would win if I had to
G
pick.
said he gonna save his answer.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
was
we
gonna
moving
say
on.
for the
We moving to
playoff
that now
portion.
to the playoff. Yeah, we moving to that now. The NFL playoffs, and as y'all know, let's see who we got. We got Green Bay and Dallas, Los Angeles and Detroit, Philly and Tampa, Miami at KC, and Pittsburgh at Buffalo. And of course, these little stupid divisional people, 49ers and Rams, they ain't gonna be playing nobody. Hey, but let me ask y'all a question though. And this is before we get on this playoff jump. How y'all like about and this is about the resting players jump. Do y'all really feel like because we done seen times where players done rested and then the
They come
next
back to
game they
bite.
was just complete. I mean, you couldn't get nothing going. So like, shouldn't you have some type of consistency going into the playoffs? Like, should you be like, even if you don't have a reason to play? Because I feel like for me, I feel like if an injury gonna happen, it's gonna happen regardless. Like me stopping or me not playing a game, like it might protect me that game, but for me, like I feel like that's playing scared, and I feel like that's when injuries happen when you play scared. So for me, if that was me, I mean, I guess kind of my thinking is, man, I'm trying to go into the playoffs in the right groove. I'm not trying to take off. Now if it's one of those teams like Baltimore or I guess the 49ers too,
I was just
they
gonna
could
say.
probably afford it because they haven't really, they haven't really been playing bad this year. Purdy had a little stretch, but that was more so due to some of the injuries on, whatever. Um,
And
Lamar at the beginning of the year, it was a little bit, but it wasn't. They've been consistent for the most part. So those teams though that man, like Philadelphia, or you see the Cowboys did it. They didn't rest their starter. You feel me? They went out there. It was kind of close to the beginning, but man, they took off and they came right back out the next half and they kept going. Like, and that's my mentality. Like, if I know we not playing up to par the way we should be playing, we got to keep playing, because this next game is one and done. So we ain't got the next week to come out here and try to get it right. Man, we got to stay on top
So
of it.
go ahead, Jim. I'm gonna let you go first.
I mean, I look at it like you have to know your team, and if you are someone in a position like I was saying with Detroit, I if I would have rested. To be honest, I would have rested I wouldn't have taken the chance. I mean, I understand Dan Kimball's mentality of I'm a hard nosed coach. We play to win these games. I get it. Most of these teams had something to play for. Dallas was playing for the number 2 seed. Detroit had an outside shot of making the 2 seed, so I get it why they play hard for it. But as you can see, Baltimore didn't play anybody. Cleveland didn't play anybody. Even the Rams didn't even play their starters because they were either like, we're going to get the 6 or the 7. So, hey,
They ain't
why
kept.
chance
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
Yeah. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
you have to know your team, because now look at Philly. Philly almost, I mean, I don't know what AJ Brown's status is going to be for Monday, but it's like you taking a chance in a game that really doesn't mean as much. Especially once Dallas was winning, that's when they said, "Okay, it's over with. We're not going." They pulled everybody in. So I mean, you saying rest versus rust, whereas if you know your team, I know some teams in the past have played one quarter and then they sat them out. Like they knew they weren't going to play until 2 weeks, so they played their starters for maybe one quarter, pulled them out.
And that's
Some
cool. I'm cool
teams.
with that.
So I mean, it just all depends on your team. How well do you know your team? And for some people in the past, they've had 2 weeks off and still were able to go out and win that next game. Some people, I remember the Packers, they lost to the Giants that year where they rested their starters for 2 weeks and they came out flat and they never got it back. So it's just like I said, you have to know your team. Whereas injuries hit and you don't want it to hit in a meaningless regular season game. If you're going to lose someone in a playoff game, that's different as losing them in the week 18 where it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
thing is, again, I agree with G and with everything he said. You got to know your team. As far as the Rams go, they had Puka Nakua breaking the record if he had like a reception or two. So as soon as he got that reception or two, Sean
Mm-hmm.
McVay pulled him.
Yeah.
As far as Dan Campbell and the Lions, they had 5 people trying to get over 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? You got Gibbs trying to get 1,000 yards, Monty trying to get 1,000 yards, St. Brown was trying to get 1,500 yards, Laporta was getting 1,000 yards and breaking the tight end record for the franchise. And so he played his starters for that reason because he wanted them to break those records. Also, because like G said, they had an outside chance of getting number 2. Had Philly lost, which they did, had Dallas lost too, we get number 2. So that's why you was out there playing your starters. But if he knew like, oh, there's no chance, I'm sure he would have rested them because it's just like having a bye week, just like the 49ers. So I don't think it's gonna hurt the 49ers because they're gonna come out swinging. They're gonna come back healthy. If any team get a chance to rest, like in middle season bye weeks, most times benefit a team. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the season. So it's just the same thing. Okay, later in the season, I get me a bye week. I get to rest my starters, get ready for these playoffs. I get to probably get some players back, depending on who is hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then I get to go full throttle for the big game. So it all depends on if you know your team. But if you ain't got nothing to play for, don't play them, bro. Like if you solidified your spot in the playoffs, don't play them because the injury could happen, just like how Laporta did. Yeah, but it might hurt you. It might be another starter that would go down. It might be your quarterback that go down. You feel me? So it's circumstantial with certain teams, but as long as you solidify that playoff spot, you should probably rest. I think that's the best thing to do.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna go ahead and talk about these the playoffs and see, do our picks or whatever. And Green Bay and Dallas. I mean, I guess we all probably the same. Feel like Dallas gonna win. Um,
Yep.
I think. just like G said earlier, I think maybe that first game in the playoffs, maybe that might be a little too bright for him. But I mean, even if it wasn't, I don't think the Green Bay is ready to really take no type of you know advance too far in the playoffs, let alone win a playoff game. So in Dallas, that would just be a big failure if they was to lose this game. So I definitely think Dallas will win this one.
I wouldn't be surprised though, but yeah,
Y'all all agree?
yeah.
Yeah.
Los Angeles and Detroit.
You already know I got my team against anybody. I don't care.
I,
Bad defense and all.
I will go. I will go for the Detroit. I go for the Lions to win. To win this one out at the end. I think they got to. This year has been too good for them to just be to go out in the first round.
Pulling for
Who you got?
Detroit. Bad timing though. And it's
Especially
not
with them being
because
so hot, huh?
it's Rams high. I mean, you see
Yeah, they hot,
McVay
boy.
just running a whole. It's like
Yeah,
you. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm pulling for Detroit. Just to be honest, but I just don't know. I think
I'm pulling for y'all too, man.
the Rams playing a real tight ship right now.
And they got so many weapons, man. And y'all defense just, I mean, y'all
Y'all don't
defense,
think
bro.
about how good their sound if Detroit stopped them and they was red hot. You know that's a bigger story than a 5 hot team coming here and winning.
Nah,
I'm
bump all
joking.
that. Bump all that. It's where
I'm
the
joking.
Lions came from and where they at now. Like, bro, y'all was, bro. When they listen, when y'all got golf, people they thought golf. They was just dumping golf contract off of
They
y'all.
were running them. Yeah.
Golf was
Yeah,
nothing when y'all
yeah.
got
And,
him. They like
and
people
our
wrote that
GM
man
knew.
off. You
Our
feel me?
GM
People
knew.
was really like, bro. People was really saying the only reason why the Lions got golf is because they had to get somebody back for Stafford
Mm-hmm.
in the trade. As
Mm-hmm.
far as like the quarterback, they needed some type of quarterback back. So the fact that it seemed as though, and I don't know how the Lions felt truly inside, but just from the
I know.
reports and stuff, like to feel like this somebody that you ain't even really want, you just taking them back just because.
Nah, that wasn't
You
the
know what I'm
case.
saying? So it just even all of the years that y'all had Matthew Stafford, bro, not winning nothing, no playoff game. That's what I'm talking about. Like not winning games, but like
Yeah,
playoff games, meaning.
yeah, yeah.
So, and it's like now, bro, y'all, Dan Campbell really came in, and I actually went back and listened to his press conference when he first got hired with y'all, bro.
Bite the kneecap off.
Listen, and I'm like, bro, is this what this man said? He biting kneecaps. I'm like, bro, what is this man talking about? And if I would have seen that, matter of fact, Max Kellerman on First Take, he was on First Take at the time.
He
He was
said that.
talking about how you sitting here talking about biting off kneecaps, man. I don't
Yeah.
even know what he's talking about. I would prefer
Now
that
look
they
at
should
him.
have signed. They should have signed Eric the Enemy. That's what
Yep.
he was saying at the time.
I remember.
And look where y'all at. Look what this man done brought to y'all team, and he brought a real Madden life to y'all team, bro. The man
Yes.
ain't going. The man going for everything. It's like ain't
Yes.
all it's 4 down territory everywhere.
Yep.
Not literally, but normally he do it once he gets close. On past half
Mhm.
field. But
Yep.
it's like you don't see that. You don't see that, and it's like y'all team back him. It's like y'all team take pride in like because he can't go out there and perform nothing. He can't go out there and do nothing. He just call the plays and have y'all got to go out there and execute it. And it's like they
Yeah.
take pride in it. But um yeah, so I guess what you think, G? Who you said? Lions or Rams?
Taking
He
the
said the Rams.
Rams.
Oh damn. Okay. Philly and Tampa. Y'all already know.
Tampa.
It's Bucks. Let's go Bucks.
TB baby.
And if we win this week, we win it next week too. We ain't going to
Oh
the Super Bowl,
God.
but we gonna win next week too.
No, I don't know about all that.
I'm
That's
riding
where.
with Philly.
That's where. That's where it stops for
Wow.
me.
That's how you know he a Jalen Hurts fan.
I mean, I'm
That bitch
riding
say
with
he ride with
Philly.
Philly.
Hey, G going with Philly, huh?
A team that just been straight ass, but okay.
I'm riding with Philly.
But G, you know what? I ain't even lying to you. In the back of my head, I'm riding with their ass too, cause I just can't. I just can't. I'm just not convinced that my team. Like when Brady came to our team, I wasn't even convinced. I had to see it
We-
Yeah.
every week. G, I'm sitting there like, bruh, Did we just win that?
I mean,
And
you
then
should have
when he
lost the
had
New
the game
Orleans
like the
game, but
Bears,
yeah.
when he don't remember what down it was, I'm like, Brady, what
Yeah,
the?
I remember that.
What are you,
That's
bro? I knew what down it was, and I'm
yeah.
watching the game. I ain't even playing. But anyway,
yeah.
Miami KC. I'm gonna save mine for
KC.
last.
I'm picking KC.
Okay.
I'm taking KC too.
G.
I mean, Miami can't win in that cold weather.
I honestly don't know, y'all. I thought y'all was gonna take
I
longer than
don't
that.
either.
I don't.
I
No,
don't
I'm
know either,
taking
but
KC.
Miami can't win in the cold weather.
Man,
They beat them before earlier
I'm
this
gonna just
season.
take
They gonna
KC
beat them
because of
again.
Mahomes. I'm gonna just take KC because of Mahomes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say KC because of Mahomes and that KC defense. It's still respectable.
See, if Miami was the Bucks,
Yeah.
I would have took us, but they ain't us, so I can't take them. Pittsburgh and Buffalo, of course. Josh Allen, team Josh
Buffalo.
Allen. We already know.
Yeah. Consensus.
Buffalo.
So, all right, that's it for that, man. Last thing we're gonna talk about is this.
No, you
We
got the
actually
Browns
missing,
Texans.
huh?
The
Browns,
Browns
Texans.
Texans.
Oh, snap! My bad. Yeah, Browns, Texas. My bad.
I got if Joe get him a nap at halftime, I got the Browns.
He talking about-
Cause my man was asleep on the sideline, boy. If he get a nap at halftime, I got the Browns, boy.
Oh,
I actually think this is probably gonna be second best to the Rams and Detroit game
yeah. I
because
was
Me
thinking
too.
that.
Me
Yeah.
too.
this is too good. This is good. Two good teams as well, and it's sad that
Yeah.
one of them gonna have to lose. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the hottest team, which is Cleveland. So that's what I'm taking.
Yep. That's what I want to go with.
But yeah, we got the
Yeah, I'm going with Cleveland too. Just I put CJ Stroud almost in the same boat as Love. I just don't think they're ready yet. As good as he playing. Now maybe if he had his other offensive stars, and I might kind of sway a little bit because I think they legit. I really do think the Texans legit. I don't think they're ready just yet. And then Joe Flacco, he has that
experience.
that playoff experience. So and they playing great. Their defense is just ridiculous how good their defense is. So as long as he don't go out there and do nothing crazy, I think they'll win.
Agreed.
Who y'all like tonight? College football playoffs.
I got Washington for the upset.
Michigan and Washington. Woo woo.
Oh,
So
gonna
you
be a
like
touchdown though.
Washington?
So
What's it? Is our
Michigan just scored, but Michigan was who I was picking anyway, only because of the Harbaugh situation. And you're talking about him saying a big "fu" to college football and get sent off to the NFL with
take that
his
trophy with me?
championship. And to make matters worse, Michigan's schedule next year looks like this, with the toughest games: Texas, USC, Washington, Oregon, and Ohio State. Good luck with that. Whoever you want to coach that
You
schedule
lost at
next
least
year.
4 of those.
Yeah, so
You
good
lost
luck
at least
with
4 of those.
and the sanctions they talking about still bringing down on them. So Harbaugh, I think, gonna take this championship and take it to the
Might as well,
NFL.
huh?
So yeah,
Might as well. I like
and
them
they up
too, though.
7-0. So we'll see.
I like them too. And the only reason I say that is y'all already know how I am. I'm not a big college football player watcher. I just started watching, but I would go with Michigan, and I only say that because Harbaugh. That's it.
But go Penix. I want Penix to do something tonight.
I want
Yeah,
Phoenix to
yeah,
show
for
out.
sure, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. I definitely want him to do something. I don't want him to be just another. No disrespect, but like JT Barrett or the
Yeah,
other guy,
Yeah.
Cardale Jones.
Cordell
Like I want him
Jones.
to, I want him to go do something, man. I want him to be like,
yeah,
because a lot of I don't like these black quarterbacks be having these stigmas on them all the time. They just running quarterback. That's all they
My
is.
thing is, you don't never hear that about a white quarterback though.
My point. That's
You
why
know
I
what I'm
said black
saying?
yeah.
specifically.
Steve Young never got that stigma, and that's all he did was take off.
No, bruh. Look at Josh Rosen,
Yeah,
drafted in the top 3 and can't do
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Ain't even on the roster. Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny
Well,
Manziel, people like that. Like, They'll never say nothing. They'll never say nothing, man. But that's another topic.
Oh yeah.
Well, as always, I appreciate y'all, man, as always. And
Yeah.
until next time, I'm gonna try to go ahead and watch the rest of this game, but miss about 30 minutes of it. So y'all be safe. Until
We out.
next time. Hey, everybody that's watching, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.